Great to have you with us on another edition of the Strip-Till Farmer Podcast. My name is Noah Newman. Thanks to our sponsor, Sound Agriculture. I want to let you know before we get started, early bird registration rate is currently available for the National Strip-Tillage Conference, August 2nd through 4th in Bloomington, Illinois. We have a great lineup planned. Really excited about it. So again, early registration window currently open until May 31st. Head to our website, striptillfarmer.com, for more information. Today, we're going to be joined by Kuhn Krause Marketing Director Curt Davis. We'll talk about the evolution of the strip-till equipment market, why there's so much buzz right now. A momentous 4-month stretch continued in the market with the recently announced technology partnership between Case IH and Agru, as we covered extensively on the website. Some other big moves in 2023 include the launch of John Deere's new strip-till units and Unref's acquisition of Orthman. Also, Yetter and Fast Ag Solutions announced they're launching a new strip-till bar this summer as well. So Curt Davis is going to break down the significance of all these moves, explain why more companies are investing in strip-till, and why the practice appears to be mainstream bound. So we've seen, over the past year and really months even, a lot of new strip-till equipment hit the market, a lot of innovations. And just, in your opinion, how much more crowded has the strip-till equipment arena become since you started working at Kuhn Krause?
Well, number one, I've been at Kuhn Krause for 20 years, and strip-till has been in the industry for that long. But only in the last, I'll say, 12 years has it really become somewhat mainstream. And that I'll say that from a standpoint of, even 12 years ago, John Deere launched a strip-till machine. Case IH had a strip-till machine at that point. But it's always been a bit more of a side item than what it is becoming today. Now you see some of the major companies. We've been in the business. Kuhn Krause has been in the business for 12 years with strip-till, focused on that, dedicated to it. And there have always been a lot of manufacturers in the strip-till industry. But they've been the smaller regional type of companies. But now you see a lot more of the major companies getting into it, focusing on it a little bit more. Obviously, the agreement between John Deere and ETS has started to bring more attention to that. But the new companies, startups continue every year, it seems. And I think that's really being driven by demand from the customers.
Yeah, you just touched on it, but what do you think the biggest reason is for all these equipment companies to be investing in strip-tills? Just because more farmers are starting to realize the benefits, or?
Yeah, I think it's always been something that farmers recognize there were instant benefits, but there's a bit of a trade-off with the management side of it. Now, back, we'll call it back in the early 2000s, strip-till was a lot more difficult because one of the things that really made strip-till possible was GPS guidance, RTK, corrective guidance technology. Once that became more mainstream, and now you go out to a tractor on a farm and almost every one of them have a guidance system on them integrated into the tractor. That really made strip-till possible because, a lot of guys would end up pulling their hair out and looking like me if they didn't have guidance to keep them on the row with the planter, obviously. So that made strip-till possible from a management standpoint. But I think people recognized for many years the benefits of placing fertilizer and doing some tillage in a particular spot in the field and then coming right back on that area and planting the seed. They saw the benefits just from anhydrous application and fertilizer application that was a little bit more on row. So they, by default, saw some of that benefit with the crop growing in those specific areas. And that really started to spark that off. Is, hey, what if we marry these up, put them right on top of each other and really gain some benefits from fertilizer or nutrient utilization and maximizing that. Now, so you fast forward to today, and where we are with the guidance systems, with fertilizer application technology. Now we can be more precise than ever with tillage, with fertilizer, nutrient placement, with variable rate control, blending fertilizer on the go with two or three different products. And that has opened up a whole realm of possibilities for our customers that they say, wait a minute, I can manage this even better, and not just manage for maximizing yield, but I can manage for maximizing profit by reducing some of my costs. And, fertilizer is one of the biggest costs that every farmer has in their operation. It hits the top three every year. Right behind seed, fuel, and fertilizer is usually the big input costs. So as these fertilizer costs start to increase and customers say, wait a minute, I can manage this and produce the same or even more yield with less input, that means instant money to the bottom line. And today, every farmer is looking at how they can improve that bottom line in their operation.
Let's burn a quick time out and share a message from our sponsor, Sound Agriculture. Source provides 25 pounds of nitrogen and 25 pounds of phosphorus, leading to more productivity and supporting your fertilizer reduction goals. This foliar-applied biochemistry has a low use rate and is tank mix compatible, getting a free ride into the field. Check out Source. It's like caffeine for microbes. Learn more at www.sound.ag. Now back to the conversation. Safe to say, do you think strip till will go from more of just being a side item to more mainstream here in the coming years?
I think it will. I do think that more and more farmers will start to recognize that economy in the operation with the fertilizer savings that they can utilize and maximize, even getting into the fields earlier, because the strip-tilled area will warm up quicker than a non-tilled area. And so those kind of benefits, being able to get into the field in a timely manner when they need to, they keep the fertilizer kind of off the planter. Now, many guys are going to continue to use starter fertilizer because that's a real benefit when on the planter. But shifting some of that and getting a lot of the strip till work done before the planter gets to the field, I think will continue. And I think the strip till is going to become more mainstream as more and more people become comfortable with the practice. One other thing that I think farmers see in the industry too is a lot more testing, a lot more results, a lot more individual comparisons with strip till and other types of farming and fertilizer application. And as those test results become more and more prevalent across the country, either through university or individual research, those really have some very positive influences and impacts on our customer base to say, hey, there might be a better way than what you're doing. I don't know that it'll be for everybody, but for those people who have an appetite for managing strip till and fertilizer application for their operations, it can provide some great bottom line benefits to profit.
Yeah, I actually remember the analogy you gave during your presentation at the National Farm Machinery Show about how with strip till, it's not like painting with a broad brush, like a paintbrush. It allows you to micromanage the farm almost, which isn't for everybody, but if it is, that's huge.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's going to depend on the labor available, the skill of that labor, whether it's the owner that's operating that equipment or a hired hand that operates that equipment. The skill level still has to be there and the desire to manage that way. And it is a very, very different approach. It's micromanaging every acre of the farm in many aspects as compared to just painting with a broad brush across all the acres. which is what a lot of us do today. And that may fit and work for a lot of people, but there are definitely those folks that want to manage down to every acre of their farm to maximize that profitability. And that's one of the real benefits of strip till.
And then going back to the manufacturer's perspective, so, when someone like John Deere launches a new unit, or, we saw Unref acquire Orthman, what kind of impact does that have in the market? Then do other companies kind of look to that, and how much does that influence, other people to jump on board?
I think there's obviously a group of folks out there that may not look at some other companies, but they'll look at John Deere, for example. So there's a little bit of validation that comes with that, or it may be enough validation, but maybe more exposure in the industry to strip till. So when a company like that starts to get into a more defined practice like strip till, I think that starts to open some people's eyes to say, well, maybe this can work for me. And then that starts the investigation process. Hopefully they look at a little bit farther than just the major manufacturer that might be entering the market, and understand how many different manufacturers there are, and find that one that can work best for their situation, has good experience and good product offering and understanding of the practice for what most people are looking for, whether it be a dry, a liquid, anhydrous application, blending. Like we said, there's a lot of different options out there for different strip till applications, and based on their soil type and geography too, for where that might fit best in their operation.
Well, that's all the questions I have for you. Anything else you want to add, or anything we should be keeping an eye on in terms of the strip till arena, or any trends or something you're looking forward to here in the near future?
Yeah, I think the main thing for a lot of folks to just consider is what style of strip till might work best. In matching up the rows of a strip till machine with the planter. Whether that's 16 strip till rows on a machine for your 16-row planter, or 8 and 16, or 12 to 24, those kind of matching systems tend to work best. Just in guidance for folks that are looking at the market, there's a lot of different styles of whether it be 3-point mounted or pull type machines. And usually you want to look towards your planter. Whatever style planter you have, whether it be pull type or 3-point, that's probably the style of strip till that you want to adapt to your operation. It keeps the management styles and operational strategies on just laying out a field the same between the strip till and the planting operation. In most cases, the guy that runs the strip till should be the guy that runs the planter, because then they know how the fields are laid out. They know how they would plant the field, and so that helps a lot. And then the fertilizer itself. What type of fertilizer is most readily available is going to be economical for your operation, and what can work best in your soil type and geography. Those kinds of things are really what people should be looking at as they enter this or look and investigate strip till as an option for their operation.
That'll wrap things up for this week's edition of the Strip Till Farmer Podcast. Thanks to Curt Davis for that insight. Thanks to you for tuning in. Thanks to our sponsor, Sound Agriculture. And remember, if you want to take advantage of that early bird registration rate for the National Strip-Tillage Conference, head to our website, strip-tillfarmer.com. Shoot me an email if you have any questions in Newman@lespub.com. Hope to see you out there August 2nd through 4th. That is August 2nd if you want to go to the pre-conference workshop at the Precision Planting PTI Farm. If not, August 3rd, first day of the conference with all the speakers, August 3rd through 4th in Bloomington, Illinois. It'll be here before you know it. All right. Thanks for tuning in again. Have a great day.